Youth Conference 2018, full blast, I knew that something would be different. It was this clear proclamation that the Holy Spirit and this revival and this newness is coming. And so I was already super excited to see, what is it, Lord, that you have planned for this conference? So I was so excited to witness what more could possibly be happening in our community.
My name is Sean Berlan. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I'm currently SFC campus-based at University of South Florida. Going into conference, I was in a state of complacency. It was the day before we were leaving for conference, and I was riding with Pat up to Charlotte, and something about that feeling of like when you're going on vacation or you're about to make this really long trip and it feels like you're not ready. I wasn't prepared, like mentally, I wasn't prepared spiritually, and like even physically. That morning that we left, I think we left at like 3 a.m. I was still packing at like 2 a.m. and you know, I was just not prepared at all. That whole year before conference, I was really focused on school. I was working 2 jobs and I was just so busy. I didn't have time to go to ministry events, keep up with my prayer life. I just had a lot going on that I wanted to focus on personally. So we finally meet up. It's me, Dan, Patrick, and Chinky, and we met up and we made the whole trip to Charlotte. I think it was about maybe like 9 or 10 hours, and this is the week right before conference. I honestly I feel like I hadn't done much in preparation for PFO, and so when in the car ride, I was kind of like hesitant, you know, Pat being a full-time worker and Dan being very active in like Music Man, and I always see Chinky, you know, being active in like the youth. I felt like unworthy to just be in that car ride on the way to serve a conference. You know, first we were kind of like picking our brains and our hearts about like where we were at going into conference. We started, you know, singing songs, we started jamming out, playing music. We even did like a worship at some point, and I was just opened up and I felt alive. It was just amazing to see how immediately it was so easy to just feel good again.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, Praise God, we made it to Charlotte. We're here at the Austrias. Their house is amazing. But we're about to head to the venue, check it out, scope it out, start to envision where we can place things. I'm excited. I have never seen the venue with my own eyes yet. Excited, Dan? Full blast!
We get there and it's early morning, and the first thing on our schedule was to check out the venue to see, you know, what the student center was like at UNCC, where the workshops were gonna be. And Jazz had gave me a camera to kind of record behind the scenes. He had mentioned just record whatever you guys do, and that was it. He didn't really say much else. And so with that kind of freedom, I was kind of like in my head, like, oh, maybe I can get some cool shots, you know, do some behind the scenes, get some interviews maybe. I was just really thinking creatively, and I just wanted to get everything, like capture each moment. That kept me busy. So throughout that week, it was just PFO work and then getting footage. That was my idea going into it.
Hello, I'm Patrick Cornell, the full-time pastoral worker in Florida. When it came to conferences, I think God had really given me a vision. Ever since 2011, 2012, 2013, 2011 was the first time that I had served a conference in a big way, gotten to really journey with the team. 2011, I had served Music Men, and they asked me to come a whole week and a half, I think, before conference. And what happened there was that every single day, we were led by one of the full-time workers back then, Kuyukiko, and every single day there was this schedule of praying 369, Divine Mercy, Angelus, Rosary. There was in the morning for us as Music Man household in the morning, and then practicing, and then at the end. I just remember on Sunday, I think it was Atijian or Atike, full-timers also at the time, who enforced that on Sunday, nobody worked. That Sunday was truly a rest day. And as Music Men at the time, I remember thinking like, we need to practice. Like, we're not ready at all. And they forced us to go to the Basilica National Shrine in DC and just take time to rest and encounter each other and experience God. And I think ever since then, 2011, 2012, I wasn't as involved with the service team, but I know it was conducted in a similar way. And then 2013, which was in Delaware, my hometown, and in my house, and we would gather every day in the basement, and Atike, full-timer at the time, every single night would have us pray rosary at 9 p.m. And then right after that, we would do this group daily examine, like this communal examine together, where we would all share throughout the day. When did we see God throughout the day? When did we fall short? And throughout the day, what's been our prayer? And then the floor would open and we would all share. And without fail, we would do that every single day. And since then, 2014, 15, 16, 17, I think the conference preps, when it came to this spiritual discipline, this strict schedule of prayer, had maybe become a little diluted. You know, the strictness and the importance of those immovable moments of prayer all together, where people would, no matter what you were doing in my house, when 6 o'clock came, everybody dropped their stuff and then would come into a room and would pray Angelus together. I think those moments started to become a little more lax as things went on. And so ever since then, up to 2018, so it had been 5 years since I felt like I had really experienced that crazy journey of conference preparation with a team for a whole week of just prayer, like almost this week-long retreat, this posturing. We're outside the multi-purpose room. A week from now, there will be 800 people. 800 blood in here. Oh man, crazy. Right now there's a kids party going on in the back.
These guys are crazy. Thoughts on the campus, or anything you want to say?
Oh, beautiful. The weather is perfect. Somehow the heat went down. Just look at that. Big Ben of Charlotte. That's the wrong way. Look over there. Big Ben of Charlotte. Little too bricky for me though. This is where we're gonna be eating. South Village Crossville Dining Hall. See, this is the stuff you don't see in Florida. How high up is it?
We're here at Holy Family Church in Winston-Salem, and for a recollection, just to prepare our mind and hearts for the right posture for the conference.
Yeah, we have we got Raleigh here, like Durham, Triad area, all the areas from North Carolina here, like CFC, SFC, and the CFC Youth Service Team, and we even got Northeast, the Music Men is here. So we're all just here to prepare ourselves spiritually. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be empowered. We're gonna go full blast.
Yes.
Woo!
Next day, it was recollection.
And that recollection, it's so crazy. We had booked this priest, but things were happening. It got delayed, and then he couldn't come anymore at all.
I don't know what recollection is. So,
and I just remember Tina's leading at that time was, okay, well, if we don't have a priest to give the pastoral talk, which is what recollection is supposed to be, and her leading at that moment was, then let's just have more group discussion.
Pretty much, that was the first time we met all the committees, and we were all kind of meeting within our own committees.
Because these committees haven't yet gotten to have any time together in person. This is the first time that we're starting to be together as a service team. So she just led into these very honest discussions of how people are feeling and real introductions and getting to encounter each other. And I think God was very intentional because I think He was saying from that very beginning, the first moment when service team was together in person, that God was saying, I need you all to start encountering each other.
And giving me opportunities to serve and really shaping me to be like a man of God, who I am today. Whether it's through the ministry or through just projects in my personal life,
and allow God to speak to us and remind us how this all happened.
Hey guys, behind the scenes of conference, we're just gathering and
I can't smile.
and the rest of sisters. Holy crap.
Either I sit
we got
directly or
PFO and program and logistics and music men and Tina's just drawing. So actually,
This is actually Vanessa's drawing.
okay, just
I don't want to take credit.
And then we go to this, the Lorenzo's cabin in the woods, literally.
In the middle of nowhere, almost, at the Lorenzo's.
All of service team go to this house and we just spend the night like fellowshipping. Some people are already starting to get work done on their laptops.
Relaxing, kind of just getting to know each other and meeting new people and being able to create these bonds.
I remember that I guess just by inspiration of the Spirit, that this is the perfect moment to really have us all pray together. And so we just grabbed guitars and we taught this one song, and just impromptu we ended up singing this worship song together. And then all gathered around this long dinner table, we started doing that same exact daily examine, but as a group. And so the floor was just opened and it was, where did you fall short today? And where did you see God today? And there was just this air of honesty.
That would structure the rest of the week as a service team as a whole.
I think it's so crazy how you come into conference or you come into events and you know, you sort of, it's sort of the best version of yourself when you're serving. You know, you put your best foot forward, or you're really saying yes to God. But I think that examine at the very first day, when people have to answer, where did you fall short? Man, made people get really honest. Like, as much as I'm here and really being, you know, the best version of myself I can be, there's still places where I'm having difficulty, you know, obeying God, or I'm having difficulty avoiding that negativity. And so I think it just fostered from that very first day these moments of openness and honesty between the whole service team.
Full blast on three! Full blast on three! 1, 2, 3! Full blast!
And I thank you, sisters. Everybody. Brothers. And I thank you, sisters. Everybody.
All right, we're rolling. Go.
Oh, shoot! Woo! Full blast!
Go ahead.
So it's Sunday, Sunday's rest day. We actually plan to go downtown, but moving a lot of people is hard. So we're just taking time to explore the campus, having some fun. I think there was a drum battle earlier. So we're trying to do as little work as possible.
Sunday, Tito Lorena was one of the people who really emphasized, like, Sunday we should just rest.
And so we're just spending time together, relaxing, getting a feel for the campus.
Mentally and physically prepare for this long week that we had ahead of us.
Don't do work on Sunday, keep holy. And then what's crazy is that the next day, we all go to this, like this, what is it, water ice place or snow cone place called Pelicans. Dude, I've never even heard of this place, Pelicans.
All right, so Pelicans is a snowball place where you can get flavored syrups on shaved ice.
Snow cones, right? And it's very popular here in the South.
And you can get toppings on it.
Let's go get some.
I got slurp juice with condensed milk.
Hey, what'd you get, Josh?
We got a little bit of
Birthday cake. Tiger's blood. I got Skylight and Hurricane. Orange pineapple and strawberry mango.
Passion fruit mojito.
So, I have here, zoom in on that, get a close up right there. Get the details of the ice right there. Here is an amalgam of Georgia peach and tropical punch. Exquisite.
strawberry mango.
So after Sunday is when we split up into our different housings as we worked within our committee. You know, we had music men going to a different house so they could practice. We had production staying at another house. You know, PFO and anyone else that was there. Like, it was all just, you know, we were all going our separate ways.
I remember that we had, from Florida, driven with Dan, and when I said bye to Dan, I really, like, it was a hard goodbye. Like, I was like, oh man, Dan, I'm really gonna miss you. Like, and it was so crazy because, like, I'm gonna see him at least in 5 days and definitely throughout the prep, but it was so weird that there was like this hard goodbye, and I know even, I think everybody shared that sentiment, like it was so strange that that goodbye was difficult. But to me, I think it really was, at least in hindsight, affirmation that because we had these honest and real encounters through those honest moments in recollection, and then through the honesty that happened during that nightly group examine.
And since we were doing like 369 and these examines, it's almost as if, you know, we were all still on that same path and like journey together.
Like, we really got to know each other. We were really vulnerable with each other. And so it was difficult to say goodbye because I'd gotten to know these people. It might have only been a day and a half, but, and we might be seeing each other only in a week's time, but it really was this difficult goodbye. And it was so funny, but also so crazy. And in hindsight, like, man, really an affirmation that something different was happening with this conference, and you could already feel it a week before. All right.
Hey, so we just got done eating at Pelicans. We got done visiting the campus with all the committees, and now we're just heading back to St. Thomas, which is the parish across the street from UNCC, and there is the committee heads meeting. Right now we're not needed so much, so we're gonna go pick up the food for them, and yeah, stay tuned. What's next?
Your name, what your role is for conference, and your favorite snow cone flavor.
So where are we at?
We're at St. Thomas Aquinas right now. We're having our dry run. And we're currently introducing people.
And my favorite snow cone flavor is, I don't know how to describe it, but when I was in Hawaii.
And they're doing the Zoom introductions right now. And then afterwards is going to be the room.
Says lifting his hand or high five. As they slap hands, I say, "Daddy, did you pack the ring?" "Yup." Then he frowns. "Wait, did I?" He pats his pockets.
Hey, where are we going?
We're about to go to Pelicans, and we will see you there in the next one.